who is the best person that got fired this week. There's so many to choose from. It's going to be a running battle, and you're going to get to vote who your favorite fired person of the week is. The Elvis impersonator, Rachel Madcow. I'm all shook up, boo. The reason she got fired? She ain't nothing but a hound dog, lying all the time. Woo! White supremacy, boosters, the effectiveness, January 6th, any lie you can think of, she is the first to push it out. So Rachel Maddow would be our first candidate for the best person for America to be fired this week. So they're calling it a sabbatical. Let me tell you, when you're on cable news, you want your nightly show. You don't want to miss it. They don't even want to get sick. They want to be there every single day. No one takes 2, 4-week, 8-week sabbaticals. Who is our next candidate to be fired? Let's see if you guys know. Put it in the comments. None other than... Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Come on, y'all. Whoop, there it is. Whoopi Goldberg. She's as big as a house. Her name is not really Whoopi. It is not really Goldberg. I want you to put in the comments what you think her real name is. I'll give you a hint. She's a total Karen. That's Karen Johnson. Now, we've been told by the radical left that if you put dreadlocks in your hair but you're white, you've stolen some black culture and you should immediately get canceled for that. If you talk like, yo, what's up, my man? How you doing? That's how we talk. Cancel. However, Karen Johnson was one of the original appropriators. She needed to make a name for herself. So the first thing she did is she started passing gas around all the other comedians and said, you could call me Whoopi. I'm a Whoopi. Everyone loves a Whoopi cushion. Well, I got one right here. So she named herself Whoopi because she would go into the green room and in front of all the guys try to make a name for herself. Next, her grandma's like, why you call yourself Whoopi? That's a stupid name. Ain't nobody gonna follow no Whoopi. And she's like, well, what do you suggest, mama? My name Karen Johnson. Nobody gonna remember me. You gotta change your last name to something Jewish. So her mom convinced her that she needs to pretend she's Jewish to make it in Hollywood. Now, if that is not the most racist or phobic or appropriating thing you have ever heard, you be the judge. Whatever the terms the left use, which are always misused, you can apply all of them to what Karen Johnson did. How many names did she go through? I'm gonna call myself Farty Justine. Nah, I'm gonna call myself Gassy Silverberg. And finally, she settled on Whoopi Goldberg. Okay. Well, anyways, Whoopi Goldberg, the one who pretends to be Jewish, decided she was going to go on The View, which is a coven of 4 or 5 witches who start screaming at each other at the same time. And since none of them are smart, the conversation gets dumber and dumber until the next commercial break. Farty Justine decided to give her in-depth knowledge of the Holocaust. Her whole worldview is that you can't really be a victim unless you're a Karen Johnson. A kanai, okay. So many people took offense to her saying that it's not racist to be anti-Jewish and to put on a Holocaust and exterminate and a genocide. It's just human versus human. Once again with the 2-week hiatus, but that is our second contestant for Best Person for America to have been canceled this week. We go to our last candidate, and many of you are so smart, you watch the news, you already know who it is, but I'm gonna go ahead and set it up for you. There is a network in America called CNN, the Clinton News Network. The guy who's been in charge of putting these fake news purveyors on screen over and over is the head of CNN, Jeffrey Zucker. And he, just like Cuomo and all the others, Matt Lauer, has a very, very bad relationship with the women he works with. So he had to resign today. Jeff Zucker resigns from CNN after a relationship with a top executive. The relationship came up during the network's investigation into former anchor Chris Cuomo. So CNN thought they were going to help out the Democrats by throwing Andrew Cuomo into the wood chipper. He didn't mean to hurt nobody. Andrew Cuomo didn't know he was hurting anybody's feelings. He wanted to do better, and we can all do better. But as they were throwing Andrew Cuomo into the wood chipper, Jeffrey Zucker's scarf got caught in it, sucked him right on in as well. I need to know from you, America, now that you have your 3 contestants, all being canceled, some temporarily, some permanently, which one was best for America? Was it Jeff Zucker, the head of CNN, who puts more fake news out and picks the hosts and tells them, you do what you're told? Is it Karen Johnson, who appropriated all the cultures and said Jews were not really victims of racism? Or was it Rachel Maddow, who chews up the scenery when she puts her crooked smile right into the camera? Dude, all of them.